My name is Jason Fuller. There is an island off the coast of America. Alright, that's good enough. I come from the Jamaican culture. My dad and my whole family is from Jamaica. Jamaica has a lot of ethnicities and backgrounds that blended together, and it made one big culture. This is the Jamaican flag. The black, it symbolizes the burdens borne by the people. The yellow is for natural resources and sunshine, and green is for the land and hope for the future. When people think of Jamaica, a lot of times the first thing that comes to mind is Bob Marley and weed and the Rastafari, which that is a big part of it, but it's not really everything. There's a lot more to the culture of Jamaica than what people really know about. First, I'm going to talk about the history of Jamaica and then what Jamaica means to me. So it's basically a melting pot of cultures. It first started, the native Indians there were the Arawak Indians, and then the Europeans came and settled there. Columbus discovered it. I think he discovered it actually before he found America. And then the Europeans fought for it. The Africans were forced to call it home. They had slaves. That's how Africans got introduced to Jamaica. And then others came there looking for a better life. Columbus, when he first saw it, he called it the fairest isle his eyes had ever seen, because it's a beautiful place. The oceans are super blue. You should go there if you ever get a chance. A little bit about my family history. My dad and my grandparents lived there. They lived there their whole life. My dad moved out here when he was 18. He actually came to this school where he met my mom, but that's a different story. And then they all have, their accents are super thick. And so, like, every time they get around, it's like taking a trip to the island. It's kind of crazy. My best friend, the first time he met my grandma, couldn't understand a word she said. And so, they have parties, and Jamaicans are like super huge on rum as like the drink of Jamaica. And so they love their rum, but I don't ever get any. A lot of people wear Rasta colors, but they're not completely like sure what Rastas are. Rastas started as a religion. They do smoke a lot of weed, but that's other things. They started as a hope to get back to Africa. Marcus Garvey, he was big in America a long time ago. He actually started the Back to Africa plan. Like he tried to influence African Americans and Jamaicans to get back to Africa and their homeland. They wanted to be redeemed from the white suppressors, and actually my great-grandfather was a Rastafarian. Jamaicans are kind of a relaxed culture. In America, it's more about people working to get more money and just better themselves. But in Jamaica, they're more cultured, and they like to be around each other and have a good time. They live day to day versus in America. In conclusion, Jamaica is a deep culture. It's underneath what everybody else sees. Nobody really sees the fact that they like to have a good time besides the media and stuff. Bob Marley's huge in Jamaica, but there's lots of other good, cool people there that I want to talk about. There's many backgrounds, and my family came to America looking for a better opportunity to get further in life. I remember in 3rd grade, we went to Jamaica for my cousin's wedding. It was actually in Montego Bay, which is a big tourist attraction. The one thing I remember is that everything was super laid back, and people used to always say everything is Irie, which basically means Bob Marley has a song. It's Three Little Birds, where he says the translation is "Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's gonna be all right."